Quick video tutorial on how to bypass your lid switch for your washing machine. A lot of times if your washing machine will just go out all of a sudden, it's because a little switch that's a safety device that's meant to shut off your washing machine when the lid is open. That switch just kind of goes bad and it tells your washing machine that your lid is always open, in which case it will not operate. So that's actually quite an easy fix and doesn't require calling a repairman, doesn't require buying a new washing machine. So I'll tell you two different things you can do. You can either replace the switch. I did get another switch for mine, which cost me about 15 bucks on Amazon. But you don't need to buy a new switch. If you don't care about this safety device and you don't mind if your washing machine operates while the lid is open, then you can just bypass the switch altogether, which is quite easy to do. Save yourself some time and money. So, first thing you want to do is take off this panel. Usually you'll see that there's screws. I can't get to it. Anyway, there's a screw back here, down right about the base. There's another screw on the other side. If you take a look behind your washing machine, you'll see them right away, and then you can just kind of lift this off. Sometimes you got to pop these corners off, these two with a screwdriver, and you'll see two screws, one there, one there. That's all it is, two screws. And then you jimmy it around. If you're behind it, you can see it better. Maybe I can do this with one hand because I already removed the screws. Pretty much that's how it goes. Can't do this just with one hand. It's as simple as that. So your washing machine kind of looks like that. And the switch that went bad for me is right here. You see how it's connected? Power comes in, tries to get to this switch. When the lid is closed, it completes the circuit, which allows the power to go back and tell the washing machine, yes, we're okay to go. Start the spin cycle. So in this case, I'll give you an idea. This is the ground wire, which is attached to the actual washing machine. That's a good safety precaution. Take that out. And just lay this down. We'll unclip this. Here we go. Okay. And now we can actually see this switch. Normally there'd be a clip that would you just have to clip it here. Pretty easy, and just rotate it and lift it out. You can see I've already taken a look at this, so that clip is broken, which is not the only problem with this thing. I'll open it up to show you what actually went bad with this switch. I'm going to do everything with one hand. Almost got it. I'll snap that off. Take a look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see some burn marks. This switch went bad. So you have two options, like I said. Your ground wire, it's just a safety wire, so that if there's a surge of electricity, it'll ground into the machine instead of your body. But these two wires, this gray and this white one, these are the two wires that need to be connected to complete the circuit to allow your washing machine to keep going. So you have two options here. You can either cut them right about here, reveal some of the copper wiring, and then twist them together, splice them together, and then maybe use a wire connector or some electric tape. And if you do that, you're good to go. Right away your washing machine will start working again. If you don't want to cut the wire, say you want to keep this connector going, and you want to keep everything nice and neat, maybe in the future you want to replace the switch and you want to make sure that this is intact, the next thing you can do is just make a little jumper wire. I had this 12 gauge wire right here, and all I did is reveal some of the copper, and then what you're going to do is the same principle as splicing it. You're going to just connect these two wires together using this jumper wire. In other words, you stick it into one, into the other, and you're good to go again. So I'm just going to quickly do that. That's been completed. As you can see, that's all I did. I went inside those two holes, the feed wire and then the return wire, and just connect them. Obviously this is not the best practice. You can see those copper wires exposed. Then you would just take some electric tape, make sure the two that you cover it up nice and easy, use as much as you want, it's not a problem. And then you can just tape it back to your machine and leave it there out of harm's way after you connect this back up, just to show you that this works. You can see, just turn it on. There you go. Like I was mentioning before, the washing machine normally with the switch installed would stop if the lid was open, but it doesn't in this case. You can kind of get an idea why they do add that safety feature. You wouldn't want to get your hand stuck in there while the machine starts to spin. Alright, turn that off. So, as long as you reattach with the screws, everything back, you're good to go. And you can keep it like that as long as you want. Of course, if your washing machine's under warranty or something, you would want to get a repairman to do it for free, or else you would void your warranty. I probably didn't have to tell you that. Well, so anyways, I ordered my part like I mentioned before, so I'm going to install that. So I'm going to first unplug this. Very good. Next, I'm going to remove this. Don't need that anymore. Like I say, that was my old switch. Broken completely. This is the new one that cost me 15 bucks. That's with shipping, so it was actually $12 on Amazon. So this thing goes in pretty easily. First you want to lift the lid so that the little connecting rod that's attached to this thing doesn't get in the way. So partially lift it open like that, and we're just going to slide it in. It just goes in like that, and that's the clip I was talking about before. You just look, even with one hand, I just kind of pop it in there. There you go. Kind of fits snug, but still a little bit loose. But no matter, when you close the lid, you'll see, the little metal connector there is now touching this, is snug inside this. So there you go. You can now open and close it. You've returned your safety device to your washing machine. So the next thing I'm going to do is return the ground wire there. See if I can do this with one hand without losing my bolt. There we go. Get some pliers. Or anything you want to use. Just tighten this down. Never over tighten anything. You just want to kind of tighten it back so it doesn't move around. There you go. And just reconnect. You're good to go. So we should be able to see the difference here. I'm going to plug my washing machine back in. So turn it to test. Let's see. So obviously we know our new switch is working because the circuit is complete, and as expected, the safety device will stop it once it's open. So I find that's probably a better solution than just jumping the circuit, because you never know. You might one day be get too used to opening your washing machine and fiddling around with stuff, and then all of a sudden the spin cycle starts. Maybe you have some kids at the house, and you do need these safety devices. So it's always a better idea to go ahead and purchase it. Like I said, it's not that expensive. Just open up the top of your washer machine and get the serial number of the part before you try to order it, just to make sure you get the right one. But a lot of people don't mind not having this safety device. I personally don't mind either, but I do live in a house with some children, so you never know. So there you go. Hope this helped. Hope you can fix your washing machine for under 20 bucks. Bye-bye.